3. This is L to the loser, and once again, we're here with...
Butter, hoping to bring you a really solid gameplay here today.
And, once again, our guest speaker, now analyzing his own gameplay.
Well, I'm here analyzing my own gameplay, and I'm Hayden. I'm the Protoss in the bottom left, also known as the. Well, I guess I'm gonna take a look at my watch right now. Let's see what time. This is the 7 o'clock Protoss. This is the solid 7 o'clock Protoss, located near the apex of the sub 6 o'clock Zelnaga and the post 6 o'clock other Zelnaga, and he's defending against the 2 o'clock Terran. It's going to be a big game.
So for those who don't know, this is game 3 of the 420 showdown for the Blacked Out Starcraft series. Hayden has swept both games.
Big chrono boost. Big chrono boost for that 10th and 11th probe.
Massive!
He swept both games in the first 2. He is currently 2-0. Both games lasted under 10 minutes, around 10-11 minute mark. Even though we picked Hermes RE and Telerim Alter, that's the one I'm looking for. Telerim Alter for the first 2. Giant macro maps ended within 10-11 minutes. Hayden, this is a smaller map, Crossfire, big siege tank prone. I mean, it's easier to defend this map too. What are you thinking going into this one? I mean, Nagy should be with defenders, correct?
Correct. He, as a Terran and on Crossfire, he's not entirely vulnerable. And my objective is to either find a window that's prior to a siege tank hold, or to capitalize on macro army that beats his siege tanks late game. It's all about expending Terran at that mid game stage, because they're pretty static. They don't really have any mobility at the mid game stage because they're trying to hold with siege tanks. And I'm gonna capitalize on that. I'm gonna do what I can to give myself mobility and give myself either early game aggression or late game macro.
Well, right now both builds are very standard. We're kind of assuming he's going to siege tank because Crossfire is a great map. It's a great map for all the hills, the vision, whatnot. But you know what? Once again, sorry, you know him the best. What do you think he'll go in this map?
Oh, I think he'll definitely opt for some factory fast expansion, siege tech fast expansion play, trying to hold the high ground here in front of his base. Maybe opt to siege up at the Zelnaga watchtowers so that he can have full vision for his tanks. Overall, I think his build choice is good. I think he'll be looking really solid.
You think we'll see any more of the signature Nagy proxy factory Hellion Blue Flame build?
I think it's very possible, because you gotta keep in mind the mains here are very huge. We got the little nook here in the bottom right of Hayden's main that's just ripe for some fucking proxy factories. I'm really hoping we see it in this game.
Alright, well,
I think it's important to note. I'm just gonna interject right here, guys. I'm sorry, but I have a second gas, and it's 27 food deep. I have a second gas. It's saturated. I have 3 probes on it. What kind of decisions am I making? I'm thinking that Nagy's gonna go for an early explode. He's gonna go for a solid build, and I'm gonna try something a little tricky. I'm gonna try something a little unorthodox, and I'm gonna throw him for a loop because I don't think he's expecting it at all.
Well, as we see already, Nagy's going with 2 racks with both tech labs, our fast factory like you called Sutter. He already has to touch the shell down. He is ready for the early game push. He's set. He's not gonna lose that. I mean, Hayden, you're going to 3 racks. It can be very indicative of a 3 racks expo. So maybe Nagy's going off by that. No, 3 games.
Right.
3 games at racks.
You throw on 3 gates with a warp gate boost, but the only thing is that early gas. It's still indicative of a solid mid game play.
Whoa,
you can
Sutter.
either go Robo or you can go Twilight Council tech.
Sutter, I'm gonna say your prediction is wrong. Nagy is going for the patented Blue Flame Hellion harass. I mean, no siege tanks going down, but the Hellion once again.
Yeah, once again, this is fucking bad. Blue Flame Hellions, not so solid against the Stalkers. Maybe against these Zealots and these Sentries that are just sitting at the bottom of the ramp that just don't want to go up.
Oh, dude,
But yeah, here goes the Stalkers.
You receive themselves. Divide and conquer. You can't set everything at once.
Well, I would have to say that Hayden got the short end of the stick on that engagement. He lost everything and killed nothing.
I would agree. It was fucking divide and lose. No conquering there.
Very minimal amounts of conquering were done.
Nagy's supply block once again. Hayden's still moving in.
Hayden throwing down Dark Shrine.
Yeah, it
important to note.
Rush. I mean, Terran does have scan. Nagy does not see it coming. How do you think this is fair, guys?
It's all going to depend on whether or not he saves up the orbital energy to drop down those mules, or if he has the game sense to save it up for the scans.
I mean,
we'll just have to see.
I mean, he might save the scans, but as we see, he's fucking supply blocked once again at 43 food. Like, I mean, as you see, we still have 2 supply depots. Hoping,
we just got a supply drop.
That he did.
So that's 50 less energy for the potential scan that might be a factor later on when these DTs come.
But Blue Flame, if they can hit the DTs, that's massive damage right there. I mean, that's fucking 24.
Hayden throwing down his second. He feels comfortable. He's even a 10 food deficit, but he knows the Terran isn't pushing out. He knows the Terran hasn't thrown out an extra CC, and he knows he's committed to defending himself by throwing down a bunker. So he knows his position is good. He's willing to macro up. He's willing to throw down some harass. He's just gonna fancy around with his Terran and do what he has to do.
Meanwhile, we've got DTs running into the main.
Let's see how this goes. But
Nagy should be able to spot them. Should be able to spot them. He should see them. Oh, he drops the mule!
And will this be a game-winning move? It does look like it. Oh, DTs. Whipping work, laying down work.
I think what happened is the Terran clicked H, and then clicked.
And Nagy just leaves after all of that.
Oh.
I mean, DTs come in. He has no energy. We have a grand total of 9 kills between the 2 DTs, and Nagy, he just fucking gives up. Sutter. On the side note, I will give you credit when credit's due. He did get the siege tech. He was prepped for the fucking D.
Yeah, but you know, it all comes down to the fact that he doesn't have eyeballs to see the blurred shit on his screen, so he dropped a mule, didn't have enough energy for the scan.
No,
lost.
Man. It's all about the 300 extra minerals. And it's better than getting scans and losing that speed to DTs. It's just fucking better.
It was a calculated risk, but I think he had it wrong here.
Maybe so. We'll find out. But at any rate, round 3 ends. Oh, match freeze. Game 3, there we go. Game 3 ends. Hayden is currently leading 3-0, and the 4th map will be on we just did Crossfire. 4th map will be on Zelnaga Caverns. And
a very, very standard map, indicative of some solid 1v1 play. It's often taken as the pure embodiment of 1v1 skill, very close positions, close proximity between 2 players, a potential for cheese for both players. There's just a lot of unknowns going on, and at the same time, you got a lot of skill going on.
All right. On that note, we're going to continue on to Zelnaga Caverns. If you please join us in the next round, it should be pretty epic.